Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on the Flash movie. And there's been a couple of different things that have come out. Of course, we do have the Super Bowl or going on. It's gonna happen. That's probably the best way to put it. In just over a month from now, I think the NFL goes into playoffs in like 2 weeks or something like that. So we know that the Flash movie will be getting its first official trailer during the Super Bowl, which I'm looking forward to. Obviously, there's all these different hesitations from people in regards to going to see this movie and support it, but I think most people are still going to go see it. You can have your issues with Ezra Miller and everything like that, but I think people are still going to go see it. Side note, Ezra Miller's trial starts in I think 9 or 10 days from now, so I guess keep a watch on that. But we're not talking about Ezra Miller. We're talking about the movie that Ezra Miller is in, stars in as your boy Barry Allen, aka The Flash. And there's been a couple different things that came out over the past handful of days that I wanted to just sort of smush together in one video. So this includes some potential official promo work with like live action stuff, and then also some concept stuff, which we had seen some of previously, but it was in really bad quality. And now we're seeing it in a more HD quality and without things being hidden. So yeah, we're going to be going over that in this video. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various opinions, thoughts, like stuff like that in the comment section down below. Always curious to read. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, looking forward to the movie, everything like that, want to support the channel, why not drop a like on the video to do all that. So the first thing I want to go over is this image right here. So I think literally everything from this video in regards to stuff you'll see on screen is coming from Flash Film News. They're just a really good source in regards to compiling it. So shout out to them. If you want to follow a place for compiled information just in regards to visual stuff, they're not a bad place on Twitter. So I think it's just Flash Film News. So there you go. But it's this thing here now. We had seen something similar to this in the DC in 2022 trailer thing that they premiered, I think, with like the Batman movie earlier last year, where it showcased all the movies that were set to premiere or air in 2022. And only two movies came out, which were obviously the Batman and Black Adam. But I think they had footage for the Flash and Aquaman in there as well. Don't know if Shazam was in there, it might have been, but Flash and Aquaman were in there as well. But of course, they did not come out last year. They come out this year. But in that trailer, there was this sort of shot here, but it just had the Flash there. That was it. But we're getting this shot here, which has obviously the Flash front and center, but then some of the supporting characters in this film. And so we have Michael Keaton's Batman to our right, Supergirl to our top, I think, above the Flash, and then we have another Flash to our left. Now, the big question around this is that whether this is real. There's people been debating this for the past couple of days, and I don't think it's been confirmed whether it's real or not because it's leaked. It's not anywhere else, so it's just coming out. And I'm not too sure if it's real or not. My main suspicions around it, whether it's real or not, is Supergirl. If you look at the type of Supergirl's head, it has weird lighting, which they usually would try and edit out when this type of thing is, going to be used. And it just looks like it's not properly done. However, then you look at the other Barry or the other Flash on the left there, and it's like, how do you just create that? Like, that just looks real. And like, I guess Batman to the right there, maybe it doesn't look exactly like it's Michael Keaton at this age, but then again, we don't know what he looks like in the suit. You know what I mean? But it looks like it's proper Batman. So the only thing that makes me question it is the floating Supergirl above with like just some weird stuff like lighting wise and like cropping it with the green screen around her hair. But that's about it. Everything else looks real. Now, of course, the meme of this is the Barry on the left there, the one that has the makeshift Flash suit made out of an old Batman suit. So it's spray painted red with a spray painted lightning bolt. Even using the bat cowl with the chopped off ears and stuff. It looks weird, but I think it's meant to look weird. It's literally meant to be makeshift, as I said before, with different tape and stuff to keep it going. I guess falling off and stuff like that. Obviously, the question about like, this Barry, I guess previously had made that special suit so it didn't burn up and stuff. So would the Batsuit just burn up or melt or something like that? Maybe that's a question that's posed in the film. Maybe the paint they use stops it from melting. I don't know. But whether this is real or not, we still don't know. It's not been confirmed. Most people, I don't want to say most people, but there's like, seems to be a decent split. Some saying it's fake, some saying that they know it's fake, and then some saying it's real, and some saying they know it's real. So I don't know. It looks cool. Gives us a somewhat, I guess, first look or first proper look at that other Flash there on the left, and even just a better look at Supergirl and Batman as well. So whether it's real or not, don't care. Still looks pretty cool. Though the cowl looks sort of weird on the Flash with the chopped off ears. That's still always going to look weird, I think, no matter what. But this is the part of the video where we jump into some concept art. Now, there is the featurette, which all this concept art comes from, but I'm not going to play it because that just is like putting an invite in the mail to Warner Brothers saying, hey, give me a copyright strike. So I don't really want to do that, but I'm fine showing some of the concept art on the screen because I've seen so many social media places and some big like Instagram pages and Twitter pages post them, and nothing's happened to them. If something was going to happen, it would have already happened at this stage. So I'm fine showing the visual stuff on screen, but I won't be playing the video. The featurette isn't new. It's nothing that just come out yesterday. It's been out for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. It leaked that long ago, but it wasn't in great quality. So the screenshots taken were pretty crap and everything like that. So it came out in HD, much better looks at concept art and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be going over. If I can find a video or a place that's put the video online, I'll try and link in the description down below. But I think that's the thing that Warner Brothers would take down. So if I have one there, it's there. If it's not, then enjoy these pictures. So the first thing I want to look at is actually probably the coolest thing that makes me very curious about the movie. So we had heard this term Chronobowl that was used on different promo material, like some of the t-shirts and just different like artwork that was going to be used on like whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, bags, mugs, whatever it might be. And we're like, what the hell's a Chronobowl? But it was always attached to Multiverse. Multiverse was always somewhere else on the artwork. So I was like, okay, well, I guess the Chronobowl is going to be attached to the Multiverse in some way. And the best way to look at it is that it looks like the Chronobowl is going to be like what we would call like the time stream or the multiverse stream on the TV show, where like whenever you'd see Barry running back in time or running through the multiverse, you'd see stuff pop up on the side there. So for example, when he first traveled to Earth 2 on the show, you saw like different things from different Earths, like Supergirl, the Earth 90 Flash, and stuff like that. That's what it seems like the Chronobowl is going to be. So as you can see on screen right here, this is the Chronobowl. Now, obviously, straight away on the left, you can see the Christopher Reeve Superman stuff. Now, in the movie, it's been like in the test screenings, apparently the ones that have appeared have been Christopher Reeve, Helen Slater's Supergirl, and Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. Those are the ones that have been used in test screenings, but they could easily be altered to do whatever they want and whatever they want to use. You know, those test screenings that we heard about were almost like a year before the movie would come out. So there's a lot of time to alter stuff and put stuff in if they want to. But visually here we are seeing Christopher Reeves's Superman on the left there. On the right, I don't know who that is. I have a feeling it might be Christian Bale's Dark Knight. But at the same time, I'm not 100% sure there. It might be a bit of a mishmash. You can see like Michael Keaton's Batman throughout there, Ben Affleck's Batman sprinkled in there. You can see Wonder Woman in the background. This is just concept art, obviously. So I think they're just using like random character placeholders. Then when we actually get the movie, it'll look a lot different. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they'll have some fun with it and pick some random multiverse characters to put in there. Like a lot of people are hoping on Grant Gustin's Flash as well. So that's a wait and see. But in the middle there, you can see there's a lot of commotion going on. We can see 3 speedsters. So who are those 3 speedsters? Now, as we can zoom in here, on the left, we have the main Barry Allen. And then on the right there, you can see the makeshift Barry Allen by the looks of it in the makeshift like Batman suit sort of thing. I did see some people saying this might be Grant Gustin's Flash. I think it's wishful thinking. I can understand it by the head maybe, but you can sort of tell by the general design that that's the makeshift suit and stuff. But in the middle, you might be like, well, what the hell's that? Well, apparently this is the Dark Flash. That's what's being referred to in the concept art. It's like Dark Flash. That's what it's actually called. So I'm not too sure exactly if this is meant to be a version of the Black Flash, or a version of like just a corrupted Flash from almost like a Savitar-like speedster, like another version that went through the multiverse and was corrupted, or it's meant to be a take on like a reverse Flash. I'm not too sure exactly what it's going to be, but it looks messed up. He looks like he's all deformed and everything like that. So this could be a pretty cool scene, but it looks like it's going to be the 2 Barrys that we meet in this film up against this Dark Flash or evil speedster running through the multiverse and stuff like that. So I'm going to be I'm very interested to see what it's like. And obviously they're meant to be like saving the multiverse. So I wonder if this Dark Flash is meant to be like corrupting it and messing with it in different ways. So that would be pretty cool. And this concept art gets me pretty excited. But let's jump into some other concept art. Now, none of this is really spoilery. It's stuff that, you know, you would assume is going to be in the movie and everything like that. But the first one is a pretty cool thing. And that's, we see Barry getting his speed. Now, I am very curious as to whether this is meant to be like Barry's origin or what exactly is going on here, because it looks like there's two Barrys here, and the lightning's going through one of them into the other. Like, I don't exactly know what's going on here, but it looks cool. It looks cool visually. You can see like the different chemicals mixing with the lightning and stuff. So I'm not too sure if this is meant to be like in the Flashpoint world, where both of them, where like maybe our Barry, like the main Barry, has lost his speed, so he's trying to reenact it, and the other Barry gets in the way of it or something. I'm not too sure exactly what's going to go on here, but it looks cool. That's the way you can put it. But it isn't like the forensic science lab, looks like it at the Central City Police Department, or maybe at the university, the Central City University. So yeah, I'm curious to see what's exactly going on here, because it could either be Barry's origin that's just visited by someone else, or it is like Barry trying to get his speed back and the other Barry intervenes and they both get the speed. I'm not too sure. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments in regards to what you think is going on there. Next up, we do see Batman. This is the Ben Affleck version on his Bat Cycle, or Bat Bike, I don't know what you'd call it. We saw like the set photos of this filming. I think there's even been some official photos, stuff, or like toy stuff, I think, put out for it. So nothing really new there. Get a look at Michael Keaton's concept Batsuit. I mean, I don't know if it looks exactly like that in the movie. Like, this is the one they went for, but it looks roughly the same. I mean, it's going to be a mostly black suit with the yellow Batman symbol there, so it's not really going to be too different. Sasha Calle's Supergirl suit pretty much looks exactly like this based off the concept art, so maybe just a little bit less shimmery. It's more just a straight up blue rather than shimmery. And yeah, so not much change there. This is interesting because we got some different costume stuff with the Flash here. Now, I think it's all the same suit. It's just lit up differently in certain places. So it shows how it lights up differently, I guess, when Barry uses his speed. So when he's not using his speed, or like, I guess, tapping into the Speed Force, it doesn't glow with the lines and stuff. So if he's just standing still, it's like the two here on the left, which I think was actually in one of the trailers when he's talking to Batman. But then when he actually starts to tap into the Speed Force, he starts to, like, the lines start to glow and you can see like the Speed Force running through him, which I think is a pretty cool design feature for the most part. Like, I guess it takes away from like just lightning flickering off him, I guess. So I guess it makes the suit more streamlined and less like, looks like less freaky out. Less, yeah, it looks like the suit's not freaking out as much, if you want to put it, because there's not lightning like flickering off him all the time. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. Here is something I think we'd seen, like, obviously this is seen before as well, but it shows like who they were covering up. So obviously this is them entering the chamber where Supergirl is being kept and being hidden away from the sunlight so she can't use her powers. But before, as you can see on the left, they were covering up a character, and on the right you can see that they were covering up the other Barry Allen. So the Barry Allen that is from this other Earth that our Barry Allen has traveled to. And you get the same thing in this picture here, where they're in the Batmobile, they were covering up a certain character. And on the right there, you can see that it's the other Barry Allen. You will note in this one that Barry's wearing his Justice League suit, like the weird spaceship plate one with all the different wires and stuff. I don't think that's in this movie at all. I think he starts off the movie with the new suit. So, but I guess that's a wait and see. I'm not too sure. And the final one here is I was going to say Superwoman, but Supergirl. It looks like being released from her facility, and she's tapped into her powers and everything like that. And maybe she might be a bit of a villain at first, because now, like, I guess she doesn't trust people on Earth because she's been locked away, but they might be able to gain her trust pretty quickly. But yeah, this clearly seems to be Supergirl, and once again, they were covering the other Barry Allen down there. I don't think he'd have speed at this point, I don't think, so maybe he might be a bit vulnerable, but that's a wait and see. But yeah, all this concept art looks good. I'm looking forward to this movie. I've said before, like, obviously you can have your own personal issues, but nothing that I've seen from the movie makes me think, oh, this isn't going to be good. Like, it's not going to be a lot of fun. There might be some minor things, but we won't know until we actually see the film. None of the stuff that's actually come out, in whether it's leaked or official or whatever it might be, has made me worried for the most part. So I'm looking forward to it. We've still got like 6 months until it comes out. 6 months, about 5.5 months, I think it is, actually, to be exact. So countdown starts, and I can't wait for that trailer to come out when the Super Bowl is on. So let's look forward to it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it, show support. Let me know in the comments section down below your various opinions about all the stuff we went over in this video, and any predictions and theories you have. Always curious to read it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.